Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale with a short bonus video for you guys because I just got absolutely wrecked by a deck that I have not seen before in the game, and I always like bringing you guys something a little bit different, and I figured, hey, why not show a loss? Not a ton of YouTubers out there show just videos of themselves losing, so I figured I'd switch things up. But before we get to that, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have been reading all your comments, and I know a lot of you guys really look forward to the pro player tips episodes where I either bring them on the channel or I talk to them and I share their tips and their strategy advice for their decks. So I am going to make sure I make that a new weekly segment, hopefully every Tuesday. I'm going to call it Top Player Tuesday. I don't know, that's kind of corny, but hey, come up with a better rhyme scheme in the comments and let me know. But I am going to make sure I include those at least once a week on every Tuesday, and beyond that, I will hopefully bring even more additional bonus pro tip interviews, because as you saw on my profile there, I'm not necessarily a pro player myself. Well, not necessarily, well, I'm just not, okay? Period, that's it, explanation point. But I consider myself really knowledgeable about the game. That's what I think I bring to you guys as a content creator is, you know, I might not be the best player in the world. I certainly don't have enough time to be, to dedicate myself to the game, to be a top player, but I really try to pride myself on having a real intimate understanding with the game. That way I can explain things to you guys and really have a good feel for what is going on in the game. So let's hop, speaking of games, let's hop into this match here. You can see, guys, what I'm doing here is I almost dropped, my jaw almost fell to the floor when I saw this guy in a Grand Challenge Darklight playing a giant skeleton. Really caught me off guard here, and I make my first really huge mistake of the match, and don't worry, there will be more coming. But you know what? I kind of misjudged how much HP a giant skeleton had. It's been so long since I've went against a giant skeleton, and you can see he was able to get to my tower here. But beyond the giant skeleton in this deck, there's something really cool about the Goblin Barrel mirror. And I know this isn't, you know, brand new information for you guys. The Goblin Barrel was buffed in the last balance update, but because the Goblin Barrel that is mirrored is one level above tournament standards. So hold up, Ash, why does that even matter here? Well, it really matters big time using the strategy that Darklight is using, and what he's doing is he knows that mirrored Goblin Barrel, you're going to see he always throws them one right after another, and the mirrored Goblin levels are level 10, and those cannot be killed with the Zap spell. So it puts me in a very precarious situation as the defender. By this time in the match, I kind of have a system down to defend. I'm going to use the Inferno Tower to stop the giant skeleton. I'm going to play a little bit of defense, and then I'm going to start chipping away at that left tower, trying to get it down, and I am going to even things up. Spoiler alert, you guys already know I lose anyway, but he really absolutely slaughters me in overtime. So now that I have his methodology, or pattern, I guess is a better word, now that I have his pattern kind of learned, where he plays the giant skeleton way back, he waits to recoup some elixir, he plays the musketeer and the ice spirit behind the giant skeleton, and then as soon as they start reaching my tower, he plays Goblin Barrel, and then he mirrors the Goblin Barrel. So I have kind of a defensive strategy to counter it, but the problem is I know I can't zap that second Goblin Barrel. So, you know, I'm in a weird situation, right? Do I zap the first Goblin Barrel because I'm not going to be able to kill the second one anyway? Or do I hold off and let the first Goblin Barrel get a hit off my tower and then zap the second one? Or do I use my Mega Minion? I mean, you can see here, I'm able to defend most of the time, but sometimes if I don't have the Mega Minion handy or the guards handy, you know, he's going to get the best of me, and that's what eventually ends up happening. I do make a few other silly mistakes throughout the match, but I just thought this deck was absolutely wild. I mean, I've seen mirrored Goblin Barrel in tournaments before. That's not new, again, not trying to say it is, but I had not seen the giant skeleton used with the mirrored Goblin Barrel in this type of strategy. It seems really fun, and I haven't given it a shot yet myself, but I wanted to share it with you guys. Like I said, in a quick bonus episode, there will be another video today as well. And guys, stay tuned for this channel, like as if you're gonna go watch Chief Pat's channel. But no, stay tuned to my channel because I do have a huge announcement about tournaments, about my daily Twitter tournaments. If you guys don't already follow me on Twitter and you want free tournaments every single day, 200 player tournaments, go ahead and follow me at Clash_with_Ash. Even if you don't have Twitter, go ahead and make an account if you want to. I mean, totally up to you. It's free, so why not? And there's going to be a big announcement coming about those tournaments. It's going to involve a lot of cashola, cash money, and hopefully no one has complaints about that, and a new partnership that I'm getting involved with, and just a lot of exciting stuff for you guys, because it's all for you guys. So I hope you stick around for that. And back to this match here, you can see I'm struggling at this point, and my tower is a little bit low on HP. I'm trying to cycle back to the Inferno Tower. I have the Inferno Tower ready. I try to get something going offensively in the right lane, but you can see he has the Inferno Tower as well, so he has some solid defense on this deck as well, and I know what's coming, guys. I know I'm going to have to keep fighting this double Goblin Barrel, and my tower is pretty low on HP, so I'm kind of panicking at this point, and that's not what you want to do. So I dropped the Elixir Collector right here, and that might have been the coup de grace. That might have been what ends up doing me in here, because I just don't have enough Elixir left to withstand this onslaught of Goblin Barrels, and that's what ends up really doing me in here. All he has to do is cycle to the Zap spell, and he has me dead to rights. So unfortunately, it was a loss for me, but fortunately, it was a really fun replay. At least I thought so. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Always love to hear from you guys. And if you have any good series ideas or anything like that you want to share with me, take this opportunity to do so. I will 100% read every single comment on this video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me. You guys have been absolutely fantastic with the comments and everything else. You know, you guys do so much for me. I hope I can do a little bit back for you guys. So thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.